The passive voice is a grammatical construction used in writing and speaking to describe an action performed on the subject of a sentence, rather than the subject performing the action. In the passive voice, the subject of the sentence is the recipient of the action and is typically preceded by a form of the verb to be. For example, consider the sentence "The cat chased the mouse." This sentence is written in the active voice because the subject cat is performing the action chased. If we rephrase the sentence to be in the passive voice, it would become "The mouse was chased by the cat." In this sentence, the subject mouse is the recipient of the action and is preceded by the form of the verb to be. The passive voice is used to emphasize the affected object or the person who receives the action, rather than the person who performs the action. It is also useful when the identity of the person or thing performing the action is unknown or unimportant. However, in many cases, sentences written in the active voice are clearer and more concise, so it's generally recommended to use the active voice whenever possible. More examples of the passive voice. Active voice: the chef cooked the meal. Passive voice: the meal was cooked by the chef. Active voice: the teacher graded the tests. Passive voice: the tests were graded by the teacher. Active voice: the company launched a new product. Passive voice: a new product was launched by the company. Active voice: the storm damaged the roof. Passive voice: the roof was damaged by the storm. Active voice: the workers built the bridge. Passive voice: the bridge was built by the workers. As you can see from these examples, the passive voice is created by using a form of the verb to be followed by the past participle of the main verb and a prepositional phrase indicating who or what performed the action. The subject of the sentence is the recipient of the action and is typically positioned after the verb phrase. More examples with modals and questions. Certainly, here are some more examples of the passive voice with modals and questions. Active voice: the chef must cook the meal. Passive voice: the meal must be cooked by the chef. Active voice: the teacher can grade the tests. Passive voice: the tests can be graded by the teacher. Active voice: the company should launch a new product. Passive voice: a new product should be launched by the company. Active voice: the storm may damage the roof. Passive voice: the roof may be damaged by the storm. Active voice: the workers will build the bridge. Passive voice: the bridge will be built by the workers. And here are some examples of questions in the passive voice. Active voice: who cooked the meal? Passive voice: by whom was the meal cooked? Active voice: who graded the tests? Passive voice: by whom were the tests graded? Active voice: who launched a new product? Passive voice: by whom was a new product launched? Active voice: who damaged the roof? Passive voice: by whom was the roof damaged? Active voice: who will build the bridge? Passive voice: by whom will the bridge be built?